Today we're going to look at our top 5 vegetables for the fall. The top 5 vegetables from the fall, and we're going to count them down. So take note, you're going to want to see which ones we do. Doesn't mean these have to be the exact same plants that you have in your garden each fall. And it's kind of funny as I'm standing here on a hot July morning towards the end of the month, but this is the time of year, even though it feels like it's midsummer, a lot of summer to go. Here in Central Texas, Zone 8, there's a whole lot of heat wave to come, especially when we get into August. But this is the time of year when you start planting. Make sure you've got your seeds, you order them, you buy them. We just completed that ourselves, that we've got those key vegetables that are ready to go for the fall. So here are our top 5, and maybe you'll want to incorporate these and maybe not, but it works in our area. And I'll tell you the reason these 5 we have boiled down to these is we are a market garden, so our customers love these 5. Also, it's stuff, these are vegetables that our family likes, and so that's how we've settled on these. So see what you think, see if they fit into your garden, and we'll go through them. By the way, I'm Jeff with Whirlwind Family Farm here in Central Texas, and we really appreciate you found our channel. So let's get right to it. So start off with number 5 is Bok Choy, and I believe it's referred to as Chinese cabbage. Uh, it's one of those things that it grows really well. It does extremely well during the colder months. There's so many different dishes that can be prepared with bok choy, and I won't go into that list because I am not the chef in the family. My wife is so much of a better cook. I leave those things to her because her stuff really tastes delicious, and I don't even attempt it because it comes out horrible. But bok choy, great choice. How do we raise it? We started off in seed trays. It usually takes about 3 weeks to get to the size we want, and then we transplant them out into the row. So that's number 5 is bok choy. Number 4, this one's going to surprise you, turnips. Turnips are a big hit in this area. A lot of people like them. There's many different ways you can prepare turnips, and they grow extremely well. Again, we've had turnips that we planted in late August, early September that really did well all the way into January, February. So turnips are really an excellent choice for us out here. Now, how do we plant turnips? We direct seed those. If you've ever seen turnip seeds, they are very, very tiny. We use a little earthway seeder because we have 50-foot rows. So dropping little tiny seeds in by hand is a pain, believe me. But in a small backyard garden, you could take your finger, make your little row, your little furrow that's about 1/4 of an inch. Don't have to be deep. Drop them in spaced. You don't want to have them too tightly bunched together. Drop them in, cover them up, water them, and watch them grow. So turnips, that's number 4. So let's take it down to number 3, which for me, I almost put this one in the number 1 spot because it is so popular. It does so well and really survives. I'll tell you, the next thing I'm about to talk about survived well into winter, and that is Swiss chard. Swiss chard, don't leave our video to go look, but when our video's done, go into your search engine, check out all the minerals and vitamins associated with Swiss chard. I'm telling you, it is a superfood. And as my oldest son coined it, it's fancy lettuce. It's just a beautiful choice. A lot of people don't think about Swiss chard. We use the Bright Lights variety. You can look that up. Again, we grow those in seed trays, transplant them out after about 3 or 4 weeks. And I'll tell you, I've had situations with Swiss chard where we got down to the teens, which is really cold for this area. The leaves were completely burnt down from the frost. And this was inside the high tunnels. And we'd clip those off and they literally came back again. So they're very hardy and do really well during those fall and winter months. Swiss chard, number 3. Number 2 is your different types of lettuce mixes. Very obvious choice there. A lot of people like them. If you do the lettuce mixes where you have the purple mixed with the regular greens, and you can harvest them all together and almost, you have your mixed salad right then and there. So lettuces are fantastic. We also grow those in seed trays. Same procedure. 3 or 4 weeks, they get big enough in their little seed trays. We transplant them out, and they do beautifully in the fall and colder weather. They just like it. Here in the summertime, not so much. And so let's get down to number one, and number one's going to surprise you. We do the drum roll for number one of our 5 fall vegetables that we raise here. I was just looking down. The reason I looked down, we have whiptail lizards, and there were 2 running along there that kind of startled me. Back to the number one. Don't mean to keep you in suspense. Number one is radishes. Radishes, by the time, if I plant them early in March, by the time they get to June, they start to split and crack, and they just don't do well and don't taste well in the summer months, especially here in Zone 8, which is a hot zone, very warm part of the United States. But radishes, we put them in seed trays, and we use a 50-cell seed tray. We'll make the dibble, and I will tell you, for radishes, you do not have to plant them deep in that seed tray. I have had them germinate sitting on top of the soil in the seed tray. Easy to germinate. Usually you're going to start getting germination within 24 to 48 hours. I always say they're a great science experiment for kids if you want to show them how germination works. Radishes are fantastic because they happen quick. You can get them in the ground in 10 days, and you're probably going to have radishes within a month. A good big marble size radish that tastes so good, and they do beautiful in the fall months. Now, depending on where you live, it's going to depend on how much frost, when the first frost is. Here in Zone 8, our first frost is November 1st. Usually it's a little bit later than that. But radishes, they are absolutely fantastic. And again, we start them off in seed trays. We'll drop 3 seeds in, and they get planted close together. They get planted in that group of 3, and they're harvested as 3. So, and I'll show you that here on the video. And then I'm going to give you, those are our top 5. So we go bok choy, turnips, Swiss chard, lettuce, and radishes. Sounds like an odd choice, but here at Whirlwind Family Farm, as a market garden, those are our best sellers. They really do well. Customers like those the best. But again, in your small backyard garden, find those things, read up, do a little studying on the things that you like, and do they do well in the fall? If they do, then we're coming up soon. And you can look up, there is actually, maybe I'll put it here on the screen, there's a chart that shows the time of year or the time of the fall that's best time to plant different items. So that's it. Now I'm going to give you a bonus item. And one of the things that we like to grow here is pie pumpkins, or pumpkins. These are not the big gourds, not the type that you use for Halloween. These are pumpkins that are designed to cook and put into dishes, make pies out of. There's 2 varieties we have had here at Whirlwind Family Farm. One is Winter Luxury, and the other one is Cinnamon Girl. And they're a little bit smaller than a soccer ball, if I had to describe their size. But they are absolutely fantastic, taste fantastic. Again, we start them in seed trays. We transplant them out into the rows. And just like if it is cantaloupe or watermelons, give them room when you plant them. Give them 24, 30 inches, because just like anything of that type, they do like to spread out. Those species, they like to spread out and grow and produce their fruit, those pumpkins, in a large area. So give them as much space as possible. And if it's a small backyard garden, you don't have to plant that many plants to have your pumpkins. So there you go. Pretty simple. That's our 5. Again, I'll go through it, which is bok choy, turnips, Swiss chard, lettuce, and radishes. And you may give those a try this fall as we move into August, which is some of these. That's the time of year when you'll start to plant. We appreciate so much you finding our channel. We appreciate it. It helps the channel so much. Helps Whirlwind Family Farm when you like, subscribe, and certainly hit that bell for notification. And give us your comments. We'd love to know what your top 5 for the fall is. I'd be interested to see. Maybe I'll switch it up and do something different. Look at your top 5. Thanks again, guys. We appreciate your time. We always have another video. Check it out right here. That'll take you further along in that gardening process. Blessings over you, your family, your garden. Talk to you soon from Whirlwind Family Farm.